Bradley Cooper has been in the public eye for nearly 2 decades now, starring in hit films like A Star Is Born, The Hangover trilogy, and now Netflix's Oscar-nominated Maestro. But there are some stars who see through the shiny facade. First up, we have Zach Galifianakis. The 2009 movie The Hangover catapulted Bradley Cooper to A-list status, and its subsequent sequels only helped to cement his place as Hollywood royalty. But despite starring alongside some well-liked comedians, Cooper and his co-stars apparently had some behind-the-scenes tension that came to the surface when a promotional event for The Hangover 3 in Brazil went badly after Zach Galifianakis refused to attend. The gossip behind the scenes is that there was a disagreement between the team the night before the event. Although it's unclear what the disagreement was about, Glamorama magazine also reported the stars were 3 hours late and branded Bradley as a diva. However, according to Page 6, the drama was actually down to a much simpler reason, which Warner Brothers confirmed in a press release. Zach Galifianakis is apparently afraid of heights, and the movie's press conference was on a peak in Brazil. An insider reportedly told Page 6 that, quote, the only way to get up there was by cable car, so Zach didn't personally appear, although he called into the press conference to let participants know and made a few jokes. Next up, we have Zoe Saldana. Bradley Cooper and Zoe dated on and off from 2011 to 2012 after meeting on the set of The Words. A source confirmed to E! News that the couple broke up just before New Year's Eve, seeing in 2013 separately. And even though they worked together since on the Guardians of the Galaxy, it seems as though there's no love lost between them. Saldana moved on just months later and was first spotted with her now husband, artist Marco Perego, in May 2013. The reason it's thought that Cooper and Saldana's relationship ended badly is because the actress told Marie Claire in 2014, quote, I've been in relationships where a man has disrespected me, and I don't need to be friends with that man anymore. There's a reason why you're called an ex. You cross a line. You need to know that you're going to walk this earth knowing that there's an individual who has no respect for you. Granted, Zoe didn't specifically name Bradley as the ex, but according to Us Weekly, the Avatar star was only romantically linked to one other person who she was with 11 years prior to hooking up with Cooper. Next up, we have Yolanda Hadid. Yolanda's daughter Gigi Hadid and Bradley have been dating for nearly a year now, but the supermodel mom doesn't seem to be pleased with any of Gigi's love interests. When Gigi was dating Zayn Malik from One Direction, there was constant drama between the mom and Zayn. The former One Direction singer was charged with 4 counts of harassment after an incident in September 2021, which he allegedly, quote, grabbed Yolanda and shoved her into a dresser at their Pennsylvania home. Reports also claim that Zayn got caught in an alleged dispute with Yolanda in which she claimed the singer, quote, struck her. Gigi has had many A-lister boyfriends before Bradley that include Leo DiCaprio, Cody Simpson, Joe Jonas, and even Lewis Hamilton. Next up, let's discuss the drama between Bradley and Barbra Streisand. While most people are pretty happy about the latest remake of A Star Is Born, one person was apparently mad about not being offered a part in the movie. According to a report in The Express, as the lead in the 1976 version of A Star Is Born, Barbra Streisand wanted a cameo in Bradley Cooper's update, but the director, Bradley, was not receptive. Per a so-called friend of Barbra, the superstar feels offended that nobody seemed to even want to acknowledge her, let alone take any of her advice. However, speaking to the New York Times in October 2018, Barbra made it clear that Cooper had been in touch with her about the movie and had even shown her a clip before its release. When asked if she'd seen the movie yet, Barbra replied, I haven't seen it completed. Bradley did show me the opening. I was surprised by how similar it was to my version. While her initial comments could be construed as shade, Barbra noted some things she really liked about what she'd seen so far. I love how he used the drag bar. Thought that was new and interesting. What I've seen of the film I really liked, but we sadly might never know if the superstar is secretly salty about not scoring a role in the remake. Next up, we have Jennifer Esposito, Bradley's ex and only wife. Jennifer and Bradley got engaged in 2006, and their wedding took place in France just 2 months later in December 21st, 2006. The stars were married for 4 short months, and there's still a lot of mystery surrounding their quick courtship. In a 2011 interview with Howard Stern, Cooper called the marriage just something that happened, and that he and Esposito ultimately figured out it just wasn't right. Meanwhile, Esposito once described a certain relationship gone wrong, which was widely rumored to be about Bradley in her book, Jennifer's Way. I should have noticed the red flags from the beginning. Actually, there were more like an entire marching band squad of red flags, but I ignored them. He was funny, smart, cocky, arrogant, and a master manipulator. He also had a mean, cold side. His personality could flip on a dime. Within days, my relationship hit an all-time low, and within a week, it was over. Abruptly, rudely, and with the exact callousness that I'd come to expect from him, but this time, I did nothing but agree to end it. Next up, we have Jennifer Lawrence. While Jennifer Lawrence and Bradley Cooper have worked together on several occasions and appear to be friends in real life, there's apparently one thing she cannot stand about him. During an appearance on BBC's The Graham Norton Show on May 23rd, 2013, Bradley revealed that following an on-screen kiss, Jennifer told him, "You're a wet kisser." Cooper joked that her review of his kissing technique hurt his feelings, explaining, "You never want to hear that. It was not a compliment." Next up, we have Nico Case. American musician Nico Case, definitely not a fan of Bradley or his directorial debut, and she's not afraid to say so. In a series of tweets posted in September 2018, Case made it clear she didn't like the newest version of A Star is Born or its leading man and director, Bradley Cooper. Case is known for her solo music and her work with her new band, and much of her criticism with The Wedding Crashers star seems to be related to his portrayal of a musician in the movie. As she wrote on Twitter, Bradley Cooper is the beige demon who makes sure very standard white dudes get to be in everything. He turns a scene to damp sugar quicksand with his treacly fingers and convinces you his vile incantations are him speaking some adorable French. I will fight him. Stand back. As if her initial tweet wasn't strong enough, she followed it up with a statement, quote, "The trailer sent me off a very unreasonable cliff," which is pretty self-explanatory. As if that wasn't enough, Case also then tweeted, "I want to vomit into Bradley's dewy man-child eyes. F off." Wow. Bradley's ex, Irina Shayk, has some honest things to say about why her and Bradley broke up after 4 years of dating and also having a daughter together. Bradley Cooper and Irina have reportedly split because the supermodel wanted more commitment from him. Irina decided to end her relationship with Bradley at the end of 2019 because she was reportedly fed up, grueling work schedule. A source told Entertainment Tonight, Irina truly had high hopes for their future together and felt once the baby was born they would find the time to marry, but it never came fruition. She wanted more from Bradley in every single way, but she was unhappy and felt he spent too much time working. Recently, Irina decided enough is enough. She didn't feel that she was getting the level of commitment she wanted, and the endless fighting made their life unbearable. They're very different people, and once they realized it was the baby that was holding them together, it was time to call it quits. Bradley is also getting the heat online for the way he directed Maestro, the life of Leonard Bernstein. In an interview with Spike Lee for Variety, Cooper said, quote, "When we shoot the movie, no one is allowed on set," for clarifying that producer Steven Spielberg was the only exception. Steven Spielberg came 3 times, but other than him, there's no one. It has to be a sanctuary. "But when I direct, I don't watch playback," he also said. "There are no chairs. Always hated chairs on sets. Your energy dips the moment you sit down in a chair." His comments sparked some serious backlash online. For Bradley Cooper and everybody else who needs to hear it, you'll get the best work out of people when they feel safe, included, and that their needs are met. You have to create harsh conditions to get people to work. You're simply not good at leading. It's a skill issue, wrote one person on X. "Sorry, but completely able-bodied people are not performing at their best when they've been standing 14 hours, another person wrote. Lastly, let's discuss his recent Maestro interview that did not go over well with fans. "He was with me, certainly, throughout the entire time. His energy has somehow found its way to me, and I really do feel like I know him, Bradley Cooper, referring to Leonard Bernstein. Bradley reportedly never met Leonard though, as he died in 1990. One user commented on Reddit saying, "This man is so cringe." Another remarked, "I really don't like him at all. He's the most overrated actor out there." Thank you guys for watching. That's it for today's video. Subscribe for more celebrity.